Good evening, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity, first of all. And coincidentally, this is the only group and community where I started sharing everything openly. Because prior to that, there wasn't, any group available where, only special needs parents were available. So it's kind of like 20 plus years of journey with Sonu, and so it started long back. I was staying in town. It's not even Hyderabad. So when Sonu was born, we never realized that there might be some issue, because he was looking all fine, and milestones were also okay. And but after first birthday, we noticed that he is yet to start communicating or talking. Then when we checked with the pediatrician, he said that no, it might be just a delay, and it will be fine. So waited for another 1 year, and then it was a second birthday. Still again we went to pediatrician and then asked him, there might be some problem, because he is yet to start communicating and then yet to start talking. But no one in the family realized that there might be a problem, because he was behaving very much fine. And I'm not sure if our observation is right, but we give MMR vaccine at 18 months. Prior to that, he was very good at imitation skills. During that time, this Dil Se movie got released, and then he was even imitating the dance of the Jaya Jaya, even sitting in the walker. Whatever the steps that Shahrukh was doing, he imitated. So we felt that maybe nothing wrong, it's just a speech delay. Then after second birthday, when we went to pediatrician, at that time, very few pediatricians even heard there is something called as autism condition. So luckily he attended some conference where he heard about it, and then after that he gave some small paper where a brief introduction about autism is mentioned. And when he first mentioned that he might be autistic, then we thought it is artistic. So, oh wow, so he's going to be a big artist and something like that, because he was very active and then everyone. And when I read that small note, it discouraged me, because it clearly, even though it is a brief thing, it mentioned that autism people cannot get even married because they will have all those things. But at that time, I wasn't even sure that that is the first thing I should be worried about. There were more bigger things waiting for us. So then he gave a reference of Nilofer Hospital at Hyderabad. We were staying in Kurnool, which is 200 kilometers from this place. So as per his reference, we first came to Nilofer Hospital, got him diagnosed. There was some Usha Nayak doctor was there, and then Kautaliya, who was doing research. So they helped. They gave some therapies. So every week I was traveling from Kurnool to Hyderabad to report his improvement, and was taking activities and then going back and then getting him done. So then during the process I realized that it will not work. I have to be in Hyderabad, and he must undergo some behavioral therapy and all. I was ready to start my full-time career at that time, and then we all know that it is going to be expensive. So I started searching for a job at Hyderabad. Luckily, I could find one. Then we moved to Hyderabad. Then there was some things, obviously, like acceptance from extended family. Everything will be difficult, so had to go through. And during that time, my son was hardly 2+ years. He gave me a direct clue. There was a situation where he was given a big gift hamper with all his favorite stuff like toys, chocolates, and then everything. On the other end, it was me. He was asked to choose. So I thought, okay, he likes chocolates anyway, so let him choose. And then I was moving back. And he's a special needs child, and 2+ years. He did not even think for a second. He did not pick even single chocolate. He came running to me. He held my hand and then came to me. So that's where I decided, okay, so now I have a clarity. It is, he who is going to be my priority. And after that, fortunately, my parents, my brother, they were with me throughout my journey. And till the moment we went to US, I was staying with my parents. So I was able to do my work, and then he was able to go to school, and then he got done with all the therapies and then everything. So that's why, like, I heard somewhere like God will try to balance somewhere, like, he will always arrange something, so like that. And so after moving to Hyderabad, then he was going to normal school. And so far, in all these 22 years of journey with him, I can proudly say that he is very fortunate to get good teachers and good schools. And then I don't have complaint on anyone. And even now, everyone contacts me on Facebook and then asks, how is Sonu doing? We are missing him. We are missing his smile. So I really love that gesture. And then even his teachers in US also contact me. It's a public school. They don't have to do that, but they still do that. Maybe it's a God's grace, I feel. So then he was going to normal school. And I was, after coming back from work, I was following up all the therapies which were suggested by, there's Ushana ma'am and then Kautaliya ma'am. And then I started following so many autism groups. It was too much, like at that time. Like there was some IDD group, there was Autism India group, and then they were suggesting this and that. And whatever the therapies they suggested, like somebody said that if you follow ABA for 40 hours, he will be normal. Oh, then I jumped. Okay, I got a solution. There was no material available, and there were some parents who were ready to help. I was lucky with many parents. Like someone from Canada sent me ABA book, how to do that, execute that therapy. And then some parents even sponsored my US visa. You should not be in India. You should come to US. So it all happened like only because of our interaction with the parents on online groups. So the therapies and all, like they were going on, and then we were working on that. And then maybe I shouldn't quote that school. Someone suggested that there is at the Jubilee bus stand there is a very big school where therapies are happening. So if we don't follow the someone's suggestion, they will accuse us like we suggested you but you are not following, right? So he was going to Harvard School, and then during afternoon, mom was taking him to that school, and they restricted that if you take certain medicine, then only will allow you, him to come. We were not knowing that what that medicine is, so we gave it to him. After 1 month or less than a month, his normal school teacher said that he's behaving strange. I think his stomach pain or something is happening. When I explored about that medicine, it is nothing but a medicine which is given for anesthesia. So then that's when I decided that I shouldn't make him like in a rat, like experimental lab, like someone is suggesting we should not keep on giving him all the medicine in the world. So I stopped that. We stopped even going there to that school because it is the dirtiest place, I would say, because even on the carpet someone pees and the places they will not even clean, and then they will not allow parents to go inside. So after that he was going to Shraddha Saburi before we went to US, and yes, he was learning definitely, and then he was into academics. And after going to US, my challenges went up because my parents couldn't follow me, and my schedule starts at 6 o'clock in the morning, I need to get him ready and then send him to the school by 6:45 or 7, and then I go to work by 7:30 and then return by 4 by the time he reaches home. And then after settling him, then again I could get back to the work. But I never felt that I'm doing something big thing for him, because even normal parents also will have the similar challenges. And I had seen even my parents also, are sacrificing something for us and then planning something. So he was manageable, and after he started getting into teens, I think I observed some change in his behavior pattern. He felt that he shouldn't be controlled much by us, like some behavioral issues, like or otherwise generally like boys will be big, and then I was not able to physically control him. So there were some challenges, and one day from 4 to 5 I had to be in meetings, so I came home and then I fed him, and then I arranged a camera, and then I arranged a special caregiver at home, and then I went back to office, and then I was watching him on camera, and then I was attending meeting. He did not like the teacher, and he threw everything in the kitchen and bathrooms, on the walls, on the carpet. I couldn't do anything. I was just watching on the camera, and then I cannot even skip that meeting because it is a matter of my job. So I realized that he doesn't like those caregivers, and or otherwise they might be feeling that my mom is not with me. She is going outside without taking care of me. I don't know what is going on in his mind. So it took like 3-4 days for me to clean the entire house, including walls and all. Like that pictures was scary. So then I told my office, like I cannot be at the office when my son is at home. So luckily, again, like the way I had a very good school teachers and my extended family, my employers also, like throughout my career, like they were very cooperative. Even now they understand my needs, and then they are okay. If you want to work from home, you can. And I'm unfortunate that I'm able to continue. So then I thought, okay, am I able to manage? Then when we plan something, for us it is very common that it should go against it, right? Nothing will go as per the plan. So we got into a situation where we had to move out of US. Then my employer arranged a visa for Australia. I spent like 3-4 months to engage with all special ed department in Australia. I got his admission ready by the time we reached. Then I realized that his visa got rejected because the special needs children will not get a visa to Australia. So I had 2-3 months time to prepare and to come back to India. Bringing him in a 25 hours flight alone, that I couldn't sleep for 2 months. It was a big challenge. So I prepared some social stories every day. I was explaining him, this is how we are going to travel, and this is how we are going to reach. And I told my employer that I will pay extra, but I need a business class, because if he behaves then there is a possibility that we will be like a setback. So we took a business class, and there was a Wi-Fi facility, and to my surprise, there were so many shops in the airport. He did not even ask to buy single chocolate. I was prepared to buy everything because I just want to bring him back to India safely, but he did not ask anything. I really don't know, it's a God blessing. I mean, so he cooperated. He even carried luggage by himself, whatever the carriage he's supposed to, and then we reached India. And so he likes the school very much. After even we went to US, like there was a winter vacation going on, just in a week he felt bored, and when his school started, bus came to pick him up. So when we got him ready and then he went in the bus, he did not even look back, and then he was fine. I mean, they were all like Gora ladies, and then he did not bother to oh my God, they are strangers. He is so happy to go. he just went and then he got onto the steps and then he only one single glance he gave that okay, I'm going. So he likes to go to school and then he enjoys the company. And even after coming back to India, he stayed at home only for a week. And when apart from bringing him in the flight, another obvious stressful thing is like, what can I do with him in India? I cannot continue working because there are no schools available for young adults. Luckily, I got I was browsing, and then on Facebook page I got a recommendation. There is something called as Autism School, AFP. Then when my brother was coming to India, I asked him to visit and then discuss. Thankfully, the sir said that okay, we can accommodate. I was a little relaxed. Okay, I got some option. Frankly speaking, I never thought that I will be okay to keep him in the residential. I thought like I shouldn't be doing that, but I knew that there's no other option. I asked sir, like, sir, if anyone is coming as a day scholar, then can I also continue? That sir gave me very good suggestion. No, you are a single mom and then he's a already a teenage boy. It is good for him to learn and then understand the things that here, how to live a life here, and that is good suggestion. And then we all know that it's not for like admission sir is saying like there is a big queue. So in the interest of me, sir suggested, and I dropped him. It was very painful thing. And then while coming out, sir put his hand on my head. I still remember. You took care of him all these years. Now you have to take care of your life. I will take care of your son. I tell you, like, so many people helped me in my life in the best possible way, but that word no one could give. Like, someone taking care of my special needs son assured me and then asking me to live my life. And then, it was a big relieving moment. And for 1 year I was having guilty that maybe I'm not capable of handling him, or I failed to keep stay in US, so I had to bring him and then put him in residential. But the transformation I could see in Sonu, in his weight. He was 100 kgs when we returned, and then the sir could make him like a handsome boy in 1 year, and then all his vitals, like his everything normal, and we all will have so many things, so many aspirations when they were kids, like at 4-5 years, like we want to teach him so many things. But now I reached to a stage where I want only his happiness and then his health. I just don't, I can't see him to get seizure. Okay, 1 week I'll go into depression if I see him. So the only thing I want now is he should be healthy, he should be happy. I'm okay if he is in AFP, I'm okay if he is with me, and the next target is like I should be able to down the line bring him like home every 2 months, then 1 month, and then every weekly, so that he also will feel that okay, my mom is there with me, and that is my target. So after AFE, then again we all know that we got into this AGV journey, right? I was in dilemma. I told sir that sir, I'm not sure whether we'll stay back in India or not. I'm in double bind, and then whether I book or not. Again, sir came to my rescue. No, you book. If you don't want, we can sell it. That is the second best decision in my life I took, because it is not for him, it is for us. Like it is I'm feeling like a respite care. If Sunal ji don't see me for a day, she will call me. And I have like in Bonal and everyone, like Mona comes to me and then helps me, and then Sheila will bring something for me. Like I stayed in so many communities, nobody even bother like what are we doing inside, leave us at our special needs kid, but we all help each other because we know that we have a common problem. So it helped us to be so I'm really like I should be thankful to my son that because of him I could move to this this thing. And one more thing I forgot to mention, like when I was going to Nilofer Hospital, it's a government hospital, and we all think that in poor families there may not be autistic children or something, but that is not true. I had seen many children who are like crawling on the floor, dirtiest floor, and mothers even doesn't know what to do, and then they don't know how to handle them, right? Because it is expensive. When I saw them, I decided that money is very much important. Otherwise, we will not be able to. Now, if I'm able to afford like a 10 lakhs per annum for him, then it is because I took a decision that we cannot give up on making money for them. Without that, they will not be able to have a comfortable life. We might die any moment, and then we need to keep something aside. Because even 15 years back, when someone made a calculation, they arrived at a figure that we need 2 crores for the lifelong survival of our autistic, and then beyond that we may not be knowing what other expenses we might so it might be whatever we do, in every decision there will be pros and cons. Nothing is perfect, and we will not get acceptability from everyone. Everybody's point of view is different, every parent is different, every child is different. To conclude, I would say that I learned from my son that time management is important. He taught me time management. If we fail to do something at the right time, then he will not allow. And he taught me that I should always put a smile on my face, because he doesn't like me in a sober face. He will come and then why do my lips, okay? And he taught me that if he is hitting on me, I should not hit him back. After teenage, in a quick movement, he might hit, and then he don't even realize that he is violent. After that, immediately he will come and then hold my hand and then put it on his cheek. I did a mistake, you have to slap me back. So he does have that understanding. So so whatever I am today, without him, I might have not lived a challenging life, and then maybe I might have ended up in reading WhatsApp messages and then watching movies and then TV serials. Because of him, I am at least I could pick up something, and so I'm thankful to God that I got an angel. So
beautiful.
Everybody knows him as Sonu, but his original name is Kautaliya. When I conceived him, I was watching Chanakya serial, and then I inspired a lot with the Chanakya. Then I really liked, okay, my son is going to be a genius, and then I should call him like Kautaliya. So yes. That is why his original name is Kautaliya, though now I call him as Sonu. So yeah,
I request sir to come and say it.
There's so much to learn. So much, feelings for every step she has taken towards making life comfortable for Sonu. We know him as Sonu, and I rarely call him as Kautaliya. So, because again, she named him Kautaliya for a reason, but Sonu is a very loving, the meaning of Sonu itself is, love. Close to my heart. So, that's what he is to, not only to Swapna, to all of us. So, very touching journey, I felt at every, different stages that you went into. And I'm happy that Sonu is with us. So he is one of the few children I don't even bother about, because he lives his life. I don't even have to look at him. Morning to evening, he lives his life. very rarely that we have to think कि सोनू किधर है, सोनू क्या कर रहा है. No need at all. So when she was talking about happiness, in the establishment of Autism Ashram, I had 4 things in mind. These are the 4 pillars on which Autism Ashram has been built. One is good health. I must ensure that these children lead a healthy life. Safety. Safety of the children has to be there. They must feel that this is a place where I am very safe. A place where there is no safety is not worth living in. With health comes mental health, physical health. So we not only have to look after his physical health, because children with autism normally tend to just stay back at home, put on weight, obesity related issues. So we have to ensure that he is healthy not for today, but when he ages into mid 30s, mid 40s, so he continues to live a very healthy life. Then mental health. I have to ensure that he is in touch with his mother. His emotional needs are taken care of, not only by his mother but also by our caregivers, so that they remain with the feeling that I am being looked after. There is someone in this world who loves me apart from my mother. So if I am able to ensure this, apart from these 3, hygiene, I have to ensure that these children live a life which is neat, clean, good clothing, saaf suthre kapde, basics of a quality life. So like I always say, they are all born Rajas and Ranis. So we have to ensure that the Raja is taken care of. So I am very happy we are able to, together, I will not say alone, together, and Jyoti many times says, take good care of them. That is our bottom line. She says, nobody asked us to take care of them. We ourselves volunteered. So there should be no compromise either in their food, their well-being, their health, their safety. So I think that is what propels me to continue to serve children like Sonu. Thank you, Swapna, for trusting us. Wonderful talk. Thank you.
Even if our children get violent also, they will be okay. It's okay, ma'am. We'll take care of. It is definitely not for money. That these days, getting some even up to 20,000 per month is very easy. But they are working with the passion. That is another fortunate thing we have here. Otherwise, they were. I was thinking a lot. I'm ready to spend 20,000 per month. I hope I'll get a good caregiver. But no, that itself is a big thing.
I don't know, when they, they are all youngsters, 20, 21, when they come to me. And I think Autism Ashram carries an aura. I don't know how that aura has come to be about, but it is there which engulfs anybody who comes. So I think that is what is making them as, good, loving and caring. Thank you.